welcome back to Baldwin Hardwood's lumber education series. My name's Joel, for those of you that didn't catch our first video, and if you haven't, I'd recommend going back and watching it as we kind of went over the basics of the language and kind of the differences between some of just figures and characteristics of lumber. So today we're going to dive into Siberian elm and the species of wood itself and kind of what differentiates it from others. Behind me here we've got our 8-quarter, 6-quarter, and 4-quarter Siberian elm that we carry here at our showroom in Fort Collins. And kind of what differentiates elm from some of the other species we carry is it is something that we locally produce. So we work with the local tree care companies in the cities in town to kind of get the logs that are standing dead and need to be removed or new construction. And so trees that are already coming down, we work with them to put the logs to use. And so this is one that we do that with. So most of this stock here is actually from the Fort Collins area, not too far from home. And we've taken it as a log, milled it, processed it, and kiln dried as well. So kind of a neat characteristic of this lumber versus some of our others that we source in from out of state. Jumping into kind of what makes it different than other woods is kind of comes down to the finishes and the grain patterns and things like that. So elm will be known for a little bit more movement in the grain pattern versus like oak or green ash or ash lumber being very vertical or straight tight grains. Elm is going to be known for kind of, here's a sample here where you can kind of see got some straighter grains but also some more open face, just a little bit more movement going on, is known for that in the elm. Just kind of has to do with how it grows as a tree itself. Kind of causes some differentials in there. Another thing is you do sometimes find, because it is a locally sourced lumber coming from urban sourced material, you'll find a little bit more knots and cracks and things in it, mainly knots and bark inclusions and voids like that, just because it is coming from urban material versus something that might be grown in a farm and big mills and things like that that are specifically for furniture lumber. So that kind of makes it unique. Another thing jumping into the finishes is elm is known for taking stain really well. So you can kind of see here we've got a light and a dark stain, and then down at the bottom a natural finish. But you can see it took the stain really consistently. Even have some grains that become more pronounced, gives a little definition in there that you don't quite see as much just with the natural finish, kind of showing you a bigger natural finish there. A nice color to the elm and goes well with a lot of other woods as far as, because it has more grain pattern and movements in it, it doesn't seem to compete with other woods as much as some things can. And so that's another good thing about it, as well as with being able to stain it. And another great positive is it's kind of in the middle of the row as far as price-wise go. It's not going to be your most expensive lumber, so that it can kind of be in those budget-friendly projects as well. So elm's a great wood. For us here at Baldwin Hardwoods, it's about almost our second best selling wood, definitely our best local selling wood as far as common going out the door. Kind of that and green ash compete with each other. But yeah, the Siberian elm is great. Always recommend it for dining tables, bathroom vanities, kitchen islands, and things like that. It's not quite as hard as like a hard maple or a white oak, but definitely not as soft as pine and things like that. So still a great lumber to be used for furniture. And that kind of wraps our talk about Siberian elm. We definitely always try to have a lot on hand here. So if you got any more questions, reach out to us or come on, stop by and take a look at it yourself. Alrighty, well, that wraps up that video, so thanks for watching and tuning in. If you would like to see anything else or have any questions on what we talked about, go ahead and put it in the comments and like our video and subscribe, and so that you can catch the next one when we upload, as we'll continue kind of trying to upload some videos and educate us all on what we sell. You can check out our Instagram as well at Baldwin Hardwoods, and then our website, baldwinhardwoods.com, is where you'll find all of our pricing, availability on species that we currently have on the shelf, as well as photos and inventory of all our slabs that we have in our showroom. So look forward to seeing you if you get a chance to stop by and help you on your next project.